Week 5 of Warmind is upon us. Along with the weekly reset, today we had our first glimpse at Year 2 in Destiny 2, and my god, does it look absolutely epic. If you miss it, I have the full reveal up on my channel, unmonetized of course. The link is down below, and it is a must-watch, folks. If you're a Destiny fan, it's something you definitely need to check out. However, in this video, let's go ahead and focus up and check out everything that's changed over from last week. What's going on, Guardians? Sly here, back at it with another weekly tradition, that is the weekly reset guide. Today's June 5th, and the Forsaken reveal stream was mind-blowingly awesome. All new subclasses, like every single one all new. One of the largest raids to date, a new way to integrate lore into the game, new enemies, new direction, new everything. The recent leaks did indeed prove false, but the direction they went in is still the same. New. I effing love it. I just wish that they would have said something about being at E3 a few months ago so I could have bought a damn ticket. I'll be like right down the street at EA Play, but I didn't want to fork over the extra 250 bucks in case they weren't going to be there. So anyways, that's what happens. Anyway, one day, guys, one freaking day, I will be large enough and studios will just be lining up to ask me to go. They'll be like, hey, yo, Sly, come check it out. We got this awesome free ticket for you. It will be sweet if you could go. When that day happens, we will rejoice, my friends. Oh, yes, it will be a happy day. Anyways, enough babbling, but seriously, though, check out the reveal stream if you haven't seen it. The link is down below. But for now, let's tuck away the hype, take a deep breath, and focus on what's... Did you see that? Did you see the reveal stream? Oh my god! It was freaking awesome, dude. Solar knives, laser beam warlock, like teleporting warlock, gigantic hammer titan. Ah, it's gonna be awesome. Okay, so that's it. Anyway, June 5th, guys, 2018. This is your Week 5 Warmind Weekly Reset Guide. Alright, so as always, we're going to start up here in orbit and check out all of the goody goods. So, pop open the director, and let's take a peek. As we see here, Nascent Dawn Part 5 is going to be coming up, which we'll take a look here in a second. Of course, Clan XP, Call to Arms, the Nightfall, Leviathan. Our flashpoint this week is going to be Mercury, which, of course, no one's too excited about. And then we have Heroic Strikes, and then Faction Rallies. So, we're going to get to that in just a second, but first, let's take a look at Mars and go over the Nascent Dawn Part 5 step and see what we have available. Now, for those who don't have it yet, Step 4 was actually to get the exotic weapon. So whether or not we'll actually get, you know, an upgrade to that or if it's something completely different, we are about to find out. Alright, so let's pop in and take a look. So, come on, Anna, what you got? Alright, so Step 5, Javelin Multi-Kills. Okay, not sure what the 5 out of 5 quest will end up doing. I'll figure that out here in a second, but hopefully it's not just another scout rifle with like an extra 2 shots, or it's the masterwork version of the exotic scout rifle or something like that. Maybe we'll actually get the Black Spindle quest to be started, something along those lines. I'll find out here soon. Alright guys, we'll back up to orbit. Let's check out everything else here in the director as soon as I can get there. Alright, so we're going to start off with this week's Nightfall. Head over to Strikes, and let's take a look. So, this week's Nightfall is the Pyramidion. And don't forget, if you're trying to level up, make sure you do Prestige and just put on the easy modifiers, you know, with no handicaps. Just do like heavyweight and like, you know, arc burn, and you can just absolutely destroy any boss with Acreus or some kind of arc weapons or arc supers. Just get it done super fast. That way you get 2 drops. One's going to help you out to level, and of course you get the, you know, the milestone from Zavala. So both of those will definitely help you out. That's how I got to 385 so fast, and it's something you should definitely do on all 3 of your characters. Alright, next up, let's take a look at the Heroic Strike playlist and see what this week's modifiers are. First up, we have Void Singe. Void damage increases slightly from all sources, and of course, this is going to be all week long. After that, we're going to have 1 negative and 1 positive, and for today, we have Iron. Enemies have more health and are not staggered by damage, and then Heavyweight. Power weapons deal more damage and more ammo is available. So something like Telesto right now would be amazing. It's got void damage on it, and you're going to have heavyweight, which does even more damage. So that was going to be tons of fun to use, along with Nova Bombs. I think you're going to have a really good time in the Heroic Strike playlist. Again, these change out every single day. This one at the end here stays on for the whole week long. Alright, well that's it for Heroic Strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, let's take a look at the Leviathan and see what kind of challenges and what order we have this week. Alright Guardians, welcome to the Leviathan. So our first encounter for this week is going to be Gauntlet, and then our challenge for this week, the Royal Pools. Of course, that's pretty easy. The best way to do it is just simply skip a plate, have one person be all-time like top right, and then you simply rotate 3 plates, keep one person in the center, and that's the whole challenge. Basically, the challenge of this thing is just to keep somebody in that liquid in the center of the of their arena the entire time. They can't get off of that ooze. They just keep grabbing the buff on the middle plate and just walking around that water, and they stay there the entire time. As soon as their feet touches any concrete, of course, then the challenge has failed. So the best way we found out to do it, simply keep someone at top right plate. They just go back and forth, themselves the whole time, and then rotate out 3 plates. A really, really easy challenge. On Prestige, it becomes a little more difficult, but for normal, it's a piece of cake. Alright, well, that wraps up the raid, guys. Next, let's go take a look at the Crucible. So this week's rotating playlist is Mayhem, and this is one of the best ways to get your Call of Arms done. Mayhem is just one of those crazy things where kills don't really matter. It's just about having fun, and that way you can get it done much faster than going in there and like just getting team shot the whole time. So if you never do your Call of Arms, Mayhem is the best way to do it. Alright guys, well that is everything up here in orbit. Next, let's go ahead and check out the tower and see everything that changed over this week. Alright, welcome to the newly decorated tower, and as you can see, all these new banners and everything looks pretty good. This is actually the first time I've been in here since reset, so pretty nice to see. I hope I hope our emblems look as good as those. Anyway, so let's go over Faction Rallies 2.0. Basically, what's happening now is we have this thing called Renown. Now, Renown is kind of like a modifier, and it's also how you can get a bunch of tokens to rank up. Because remember, if you want to get anything exotic from the factions, actually, let's go over there and we'll take a look. So it's basically like the Vanguard now. We have rank like 1 through 50, right? The more times you rank up, of course, the higher your rank is. You rank up once, that's rank 1. You rank up twice, that's rank 2, all the way up to 50. So if you want to get to the exotic items, which is rank 50, you have to complete 50 packages. Now that seems like a lot, but with Renown active, you can get a lot more tokens like super fast. So a lot more tokens. So you can get a lot of tokens super fast. The higher your Renown, the more tokens you're going to drop. Now you get Renown simply by doing public events, and stuff like that. The more you do it without dying, the higher your Renown is. And then you can then do more activities on top of that, and you'll get more tokens from there, which you can then turn in. So the higher your Renown is, I think it stacks up to 5 is the max. The more tokens you get, the more you can turn in, the more you rank up. So let's take a look at Dead Orbit here and see what he has, and I can give you guys an example of what's going on. So Dead Orbit sees the future among stars. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Now remember, guys, you can only choose one faction this time. There's none of this like, one per character. We have 3 characters. One of those gets to choose one faction, and then you're stuck with that faction for all 3 characters. So it's not like it used to be, where Dead Orbit would be like my Hunter, Future War Cult would be my Warlock, my Titan would be New Monarchy. Not anymore, guys. We choose one, and that is it per account. So make sure you choose wisely. So taking a look at the bottom here, as you guys see, we have a bunch of armor and a bunch of weapons, exotic ornament, and an exotic catalyst. The lower you are, the lower your rank. So you see here rank 5, then it goes to rank 10, rank 10. The higher you go, of course, the more rewards you have to get. This one here is rank 50 for the exotic ornament, Gaze Beyond Worlds, and of course rank 50 for the Graviton Lance Catalyst. Now you're going to need a lot of Renown, and you're going to need to keep that Renown stacked and do all kinds of stuff while you have your Renown to get enough tokens to rank up this season, or you're just going to have to grind your ass off, which is totally possible. But as you see up here at the top, it says, earn tokens for level 20 rewards, loot caches and lost sectors, public events, Crucible matches, strikes, and raids while pledged to Dead Orbit. So doing those things will get you tokens that you then turn in to rank up. Every time you rank up once, that's going to be one package. So one package is one rank. 50 packages gets you to rank 50, which then unlocks these here. So as we see, we have Gaze Beyond Worlds, we have the Graviton Lance Catalyst, and then heading on over to Future War Cult. Let's go on over there and take a peek. We have the exotic ornament for the Hunter Helmet, the Knucklehead Radar. This one is called Predestination, and then this one is the Sunshot Catalyst, of course, once you reach rank 50. The weapon for this week for winning, Dead Orbit had a shotgun. This one is the Vision, which is a sidearm. Alright guys, next, New Monarchy. Let's take a look. My Titan has pretty much been New Monarchy ever since, like, faction rallies were a thing. Who I'm going to choose, I really have no idea. I really want that Graviton Lance, a catalyst, but I don't know, man. New Monarchy has been there for me, and I really, really like the Alpha Lupi ornament, so I might go New Monarchy. Just depends on how long it takes to get to rank 50, I suppose, so we'll see. Because there's supposed to be going to be 3, I think, 3 at the max 4 faction rallies that are after this one. So we might have 3 more after this, maybe 2. If there's only going to be 2, that means we're going to have to grind to rank 50 every week for every faction rally to get each one of these things. So hopefully they'll come back a little more often than just 3, because that's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Anyways, enough of this. Let's go ahead and edit and we'll get in. Alright, so new monarchy. Let's pop in and take a look. Already looking pretty popular at the moment. Alright, so for them, what do we have here? We have the Crest of Alpha Lupi. For the Titan, it's actually the ornament called Blazing Hearth. Let's take a look at it. It looked pretty good in the picture, so hopefully it's as good. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. It needs some more color. It's too dull. Anyway, after that, we have the Sweet Business Catalyst. When fired and this weapon is fully spun, the flinch from incoming damage is greatly reduced. By the way, guys, if you have not tried Lunafaction Boots and Sweet Business, you are missing out on something pretty freaking awesome. It is a blast to use. Now, as far as the ornaments this year, they definitely changed stuff up because I just, you know, it's nowhere near as good as it was last season, but they had to do something because New Monarchy was just killing it every single time because of how good their armor looked. But now look at it. You know, they made it look like kind of like a clown, like a McDonald's, Ronald McDonald type of thing on purpose just so they could lose. So that's kind of crappy, but nonetheless, I'm probably still going to pledge with them because I really want to get that ornament and that Sweet Business Catalyst. But Graviton Lance, though. Graviton Lance? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Alright, Guardians. Well, that is it for the Faction Rally. Next, let's go ahead and head over to Eververse, see what she has for us. Actually, while we're here, let's just go ahead and look at the robot real quick since we're already over here. Alright, so for Benedict 9940, we have the helmet for the Prestige Leviathan. Then we have the Gauntlets of Nor, which is the Eater of Worlds. More Nor things, which is the chest piece for the Eater of Worlds. Another Nor for the legs Eater of Worlds. And then we have the Tourist Shade Mark, which is the Spire of Stars class item. So, not that much. And of course, here at the end, we have Mob Justice. So, nothing really that special this week, unfortunately. I was hoping they'd show more weapons, but unfortunately, they are not. Alright, so that is it for her. Or it, whatever you want to call it. Next, let's go and take a look at Eververse and see what kind of goodies they have in the Prismatic Matrix. And for her inventory as well. So, Ellen DeGeneres, what you... Oh, I still have an engram from last week. Let's take a look. Nah, junk as usual. Okay, so first up, let's take a look at the Prismatic Matrix and see what they have. So, starting up at the top, we have the Bursting Wisdom Shell. Let's take a look at see what it looks like. Nothing really all that good. What's the perks? Omni-telemetry, Public Defender. I mean, when's the last time anyone's ever used Gunsmith Telemetry? I mean, I just turn them in to get rid of them so they don't clog up my inventory, and that's really about it. Alright, after that, we have an exotic ornament for the Transversive Steps for the Warlock. Moving on to the Eververse armor set, we have Hunter Boots and Titan Arms. Then we have Jade Worm XLIV, which is a crappy ship that I get like 16,000 times a week. And then Awaken the Warmind, which is actually one of my favorite ones. You used to be able to glitch this out and run around with the blinking laptops, but of course they fixed that, and you know, nothing fun can ever happen with Bungie around. Alright guys, moving on after that, we have another Sparrow Andes Peak Hunter, then Copperhead Supremacy Shell, followed by another Speeder Sickle Skiff, and of course Shiver down here at the very bottom, which is a blue emote, but hey, blues need love too. So that's everything for the Prismatic Matrix. Next, let's take a look at her main inventory, starting off with Hold On, which is one thing she sold in week 1, if I believe so. I think she sold it week 1. Anyway, it's a cell phone one, not a big deal. Then we have the Bureaucratic Walk, which if you remember, used to glitch out trials and people could go on the walls and, you know, shoot you from behind stuff, which was not fun, but that's also fixed. And then moving on to one of my favorite speeders in the game, the Eon Drive. I'm actually using this thing right now on this character because it just looks so far out there. Like, you know, I said earlier, like, was it a couple weeks ago, that this is the direction Bungie needs to go. Something's brand new, something way out there, and that is exactly what they just showed us in the reveal, which was awesome. So cannot wait for the fall, guys. It's going to be a good time. All right, next up, a couple legendary ships. We have Eos Rapture and the Fleet Skull 9. Then another shell, Copperhead Supremacy, which I think is the same one in here, isn't it? Didn't we just see that? It is. Cheap. All right, then we have a chest piece. What is this? For the Titan, Hardy's Journey. And then Endless Loop, which is an ornament for the feedback fences. Since I'm on my Titan, let's take a look. That's not too bad. It's better than that orange color they used to have. And then, for the Warcliffe Coral, Tesla's Revenge. Down here at the bottom, Respawn Animations, Gold Beam Effect, Solar Effects. Then we have Vanguard Magnus Gloss, Dawn and Dusk, Metro Shift, Cerulean Divide, and then the 3 boons. And of course, the Fireteam Medallion, which, guys, you really should stock on these guys, because they really do count. Especially if you're raiding. If 2 or 3 people have these on when they're doing a raid, 3 people out of the 6 will always get an exotic from that chest. Like, mark my words, it always works. So, definitely have them on when you're picking stuff up. Alright, and that is really about it, Guardians. Like, I would go out and check out the Escalation Protocol, but I just got back from doing the reveal stream, I don't have my team on yet or anything, so I will do that another day. But it is week 5, so the helmet will drop this week for Escalation Protocol if you've done all the other ones. Now, the way the Escalation Protocol works is you actually have to get the chest, and every time you get a chest, the next one will drop in line. So, for instance, it was a class item, then it was boots, then gauntlets, then it was chest piece, then helmet. So, if you say it's week 5 right now and you haven't picked up any of them, your first time you open the chest, it won't be a helmet, it'll be a class item. Then the next time you open a chest, it's going to be something else. So only thing that really matters are weapons. They drop in that, in specific orders from specific bosses. And I think the week 5 boss is going to be any of them. So you can actually get any of the weapons that have dropped so far. So with that in mind, get that grind on. If you want the helmet, I recommend getting there this week and trying to get that done. But that is really about it, Guardians. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out that reveal stream. It was absolutely epic, and I'll be breaking it down here in a little more detail sometime soon. But first, I'm going to play a little Destiny and get that out of my system. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to check me out on Twitter or Facebook, Sly Nation Gaming. Take care, Guardians. There is going to be a ton of announcements this week with E3 and EA Play coming out, so keep it here for everything you need to know about Destiny, Anthem, and The Division. But until then, this is your boy Sly, and I'll catch you guys next time.